I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Luke, chapter 21. Let's focus on verses 1 through 4. He looked up and saw the rich dropping their offerings into the temple treasury. And he also saw a poor widow dropping in 2 tiny coins. I tell you the truth, he says, this poor widow has put in more than all of them. For all these people have put in gifts out of their surplus, but she, out of her poverty, has put in all she has to live on. On my first visit to Israel, I bought my wife a little silver ring. And at the center of that ring is an ancient copper coin called a widow's mite. And that coin is tiny. It's almost as small as like a baby's pinky fingernail, right? And it'd be ludicrous to believe that that coin ever carried any value because it's made of the least valuable metal and there's just not much of it. And still, Jesus considered the widow's offering of one of these little coins to be of the most significant value. And times have not changed much since Jesus' day. We still live in a culture that values quantity. And the more expensive stuff that we have, well, then the wealthier that we're considered to be. But God does not use the same economy as the world. He values quality over quantity. In other words, the one who gives the most in God's eyes is the one who sacrificed the most. For instance, suppose a person has $1 million to spare and they give $100,000 to further God's work. And by the way, if that's you, please call us. But let's say that there's another person. He only has $10 to spare, and yet he gives all of it to the Lord. Now, by heavenly accounting, the person who gave $10 gave the most. Here's another perspective. It's easier to write a check than to roll up your sleeves and join in the work, especially if everyone else is applauding the size of your donation. And I'm not writing this to instruct you how to judge the worth of anybody's offering, right? That's the Lord's job. This is for you, that you would judge your own intent according to the Lord's scale. So it's not for us to judge another person's level of sacrifice. That's the Lord's job, once again. And God weighs the hearts of men and women, and we don't have access to those scales. So for us to negatively judge the intent of a rich person's offering is as bad as overvaluing a poor person's gift. Giving is a matter of the heart more than it is a matter of the wallet. And only the Lord can judge the innermost parts of the heart. And we know this. We give to the extent that we trust God. So what if God requires everything from us? It is not out of the question that he would do that. After all, that's exactly what we owe Jesus, everything. And that's exactly what the widow faithfully gave. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And your giving to Groundworks Ministries transforms lives. For instance, aren't you being blessed by these daily Bible teaching? Well, help pay it forward so that we could reach even more people. Would you consider making a donation to Groundworks Ministries today? We need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. Another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. Share these podcasts with your friends and family and on your social media. It's easy to cut and paste and post. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.